Mary lived a simple life in a small house near the city center of Lagos. She worked as a cashier at a grocery store and always walked home in the evening. One evening, as she was walking home, she saw an old man sitting by the side of the road. His clothes were dirty, his hair messy, and his face looked very tired. Mary stopped and looked at him closely. Something about him made her heart ache. "Sir, are you okay?" Mary asked softly. The old man looked up, his eyes filled with sadness. "I'm fine," he said in a weak voice, "just tired and hungry." Mary didn't think twice. "Please come to my house. I can give you food and a place to rest." The man hesitated but then nodded. "Thank you. My name is James," he said as he got up slowly. Mary and James walked to her house. On the way, he told her how he had been homeless for years. James had once been a carpenter, but he lost his job, his family, and everything he owned. Life had been hard for him ever since. When they got to Mary's house, she gave him a warm meal and a place to sit. James sat quietly, tears in his eyes as he thanked Mary. Over the next few days, Mary welcomed James into her home often. They talked about his past and her life. She learned that he still loved carpentry but had no tools to work with anymore. One day, James brought an old, dusty toolbox with him. "These are all I have left," he said with a sad smile. Mary looked at the tools with admiration. She respected how much they meant to him. James started fixing small things around Mary's house. One evening, she found him carving a tiny wooden bed with his old tools. "This is beautiful," Mary said, amazed. James smiled shyly. "I used to make things like this all the time." Seeing his talent, Mary decided to help him. She took him to the market and bought new tools for him. James was so grateful he could barely speak. With the new tools, James began taking on small carpentry jobs in the neighborhood. He fixed chairs, built shelves, and even made Mary a lovely wooden table. Soon, people in the area noticed his work and started hiring him. Mary watched as James regained his confidence. He was no longer the tired, hopeless man she had met. He was smiling again and even dreaming of opening a carpentry shop. "I want to start my own business," he told Mary one day. "That's a great idea," Mary said with a big smile. With Mary's help, James found a small shop to rent. He worked hard and soon became known as the best carpenter in the area. People admired his skill and his story. One evening, after a long day of work, James and Mary sat in her living room. The sun was setting, and the room was warm and quiet. James looked at Mary with a gentle smile. "Thank you for everything," he said. "You believed in me when no one else did." Mary blushed, not knowing what to say. She had only wanted to help him, but now she realized she had come to care for him deeply. James reached for her hand. "You've given me hope and a reason to live again," he said softly. Mary smiled back, her heart full of warmth. "And you've taught me that kindness can change lives," she replied. From that day on, Mary and James grew even closer. Their friendship turned into something more, something that neither of them had expected but both were happy to explore. Together, they proved that love and kindness could truly change lives, one step at a time.